Hello. Has anybody noticed that the video game companies are making some really rubbish games? Hey, video companies, we're supposed to have fun when we're playing these games, okay? Not get annoyed with them. Gee, God's sakes, and look at all the hype of these games and they're absolute rubbish. So look, I made a quick list of how to make a decent game. These aren't all the things that you can do, but this is just some of them. Hey, it's not Einstein stuff. So anyway, here goes. If required, have a good storyline. I mean, look at some of the movies. Movies with good storylines. They're usually pretty good movies, even if the acting's not all that good. But if it's got a good story, that's a good base. So if it needs a storyline, give us a decent storyline. Hey, we can handle it, don't worry about it. Playability. Hey, we want to have fun in these games, okay? We don't want to be just told what to do and where to go and everything. I want to be able to explore myself and play the game and have fun. I mean, look at the indie games now. Some of the indie games are really taken off. And that's because they still know how to make video games. They still know how to make games where we have fun in them. Okay? Graphics. Okay, the graphics don't have to be fantastic, but they have to be passable, of course. But if you think about it, some of the games you've played and enjoyed, the graphics were absolutely terrible. So the graphics are not that important, but graphics, yeah. Nowadays, the graphics should be to a certain level, okay? But don't just spend all the time on the graphics. You know, beautiful looking graphics, everything else. If the game's rubbish, then the game is rubbish. Graphics aren't going to save it. Reasonable graphics, fine. By the way, when you show us the graphics of the game on your trailers, make sure that's the graphics we're going to see at the end of the day when we play it, okay? That would be nice. No or little cutscenes. Crikey, the game I played the other day, I tell you, I thought I was watching a movie. I mean, let's face it, listen, when there's a cutscene and they're getting longer and longer, right? If I'm sitting there not moving my mouse, not using the controller, just staring at it, watching it, I may as well go in and watch the TV. That's not playing a game, that's watching a video, okay? I don't want to watch the video. Alright, I know you do it so that you can get deeper into the storyline, maybe, I don't know. But there are too many and there's too much of them now. Make them short, okay? Short ones, fine. But not these long, drawn-out ones. More puzzles in the game. I mean, let's think about it. Let's think of Tomb Raider, the old Tomb Raider. That was a good game. Why? Because it had loads of puzzles in it, and they didn't tell you how to do them. You had to figure that out. That was the fun of it. You had to figure out what to do when you got in that room to get out of that room. That was a good idea. But now you tell us by push the A button, push the B button, just putting a ring on our nose and leading us round is not really a fun game, okay? Good sound effects. Yeah, nowadays there's so many sound effects and good ones that you can choose from. Just give us some really decent sound effects, okay? Spend a bit of time on the sound effects because that is a lot of the games. Right, I can remember loads of games in my head just purely for the sound effects. So yeah, good sound effects, please. Thank you. Give us a save on the game, alright? I know the automatic saves, but they're so far apart, some of them, and they're purposely done that way, so that we can't make it every time we get killed, so you have to start back from the beginning again. Do you know how boring that is? It's supposed to make your game last longer, is that the idea? Well, it's boring, okay? So give us shorter auto saves, or how's this? Give us a hotkey built in, so that all we have to do is push it to save it. That's it. We just push this hotkey on the keyboard or whatever, or on the control pad, and it saves it automatically. There's probably games around like that, but not enough. No more mini transactions. My God, it's like going shopping in games. So what is it? Play to win. So if you've got enough money, you can win. That's not how you play video games, but that's how you make more money, right, companies? I mean, we've already paid enough money for the game as it is. Why do we have to keep on paying all the way through? I don't want it there. Lots of people don't want it there. It's being forced on us and it's no good. So no mini transactions, thank you very much. When we buy the game, give us the whole game. Don't just take 2 pieces of the game out and then have it for DLC later on so you can charge us again and again. We've already bought the game. give us the whole game that we paid for. Thank you very much. Okay, that would be very nice. And when the game comes out, give us a proper trailer that is actually the gameplay, so that we can see what it really looks like, instead of giving us something that's all tarted up so that it actually doesn't look nothing like that when you put it in your goddamn console or whatever. Alright, and the other thing is, this is the last thing for me at the moment, but I'm sure there should be others, but if you sell a game and ship it out, make sure it's finished, would you? Hey, I mean, come on. Finish the game, make sure it's finished. Sure, there's going to be a few glitches in it, but we are not your beta testers when we just paid full price for a game. Okay? So make sure the game is completely finished to your knowledge, and then you can send it out. Okay? That would be great. And don't tell us you can't do that, because other companies before you have already done that and sent a game out that's hardly any bugs in it whatsoever. Right? Anyway, that's what I think. There's loads more, but that's just a few. And anybody else got any other ideas that the game companies could actually do that to make a decent game, because they've forgotten how to do it. So we'll just have to tell them, right? Just put your down in the comments there, and maybe they'll just get back to us and sort that all out. Maybe not. Alright, anyway, thanks a lot for listening to it, and any ideas, just put them down. Bye.